on my level, give you what you need. Wanna watch me as I walk, slay, serve, repeat. Lean in just a little, I feel your body heat. Wanna watch me as I walk, slay, serve, repeat. Put you on the level. Wanna watch me as I walk, slay, serve, repeat. Lean in just a little. Wanna watch me as I walk, slay, serve, repeat.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of I Live for This Review with Trinity the Tuck and
Chantel Sparkles.
And this is episode 14 of season 17. Yeah!
Yes. Woo woo! This is the final episode. I'm so excited.
This ain't the final episode, bitch. We still have two more
episodes. Well, listen, the way that I'm looking at it is this is the final episode before shit gets real, because this is they're doing the Lollapalooza next episode and then it's the finale.
Yeah, so this is, you're right. So this is the last episode that we find out who the finalists are. So you're kind of right. You're kind of right.
For once, her head is not in the clouds.
Yes, bitch. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on each of our reviews for season 17 if you want to enter for a chance to win our $1,000 merch package, which includes merch from each of the season 17 girls. You're actually going to get 2 items from Susie because she actually is sending me this new shirt that she's coming out with that says "Fuck Susie," and so we're gonna.
I didn't know that was real. I thought that was a joke.
No, she's been really good about coming out with like specific merch for little things that happen. So this is one of the last ones that she's doing of merch for this season. We're going to include it in our package. So if you want that as well, it's going to be included there. You're also going to get merch from me, from Chantel, from Glitter Bomb Wigs. You're also going to get a Glitter Bomb wig, kind of like what she's wearing right now. Yes, one of those.
Feeling very extra.
Yes, very extra. Yeah, you look like a gay peacock, sweetie.
And bitch, you look like you're about to give us a multi-pass for some merch.
Yes, honey, the
Fifth Element.
Here, sweetie. Don't look under the bangs. Don't look under the bangs. Also, you're going to get some merch from I Live for This Review and a bunch of more bullshit, bitch. It is a lot. I've never seen a merch package giveaway like this before, ever.
Not being biased.
We've also decided to give away a few extra t-shirts to select few that aren't the winner of the big package. So make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment. And we will be picking this after the finale. Hey. Well, let's get into this episode, bitch.
Yes, I'm excited. So, clearly this episode, we're down to, the top 5. So I feel like this is going to go pretty quick. You know how it is. It's like when it starts getting down to the wire, there's really not much to say except for,
we're getting rid of the little kiki kaka best friends.
Yeah, like right now they're all trying to be, they're just embracing the moment. They've made it to the top 5. They're like, kumbaya, and we ain't about that life. So let's get started.
Yes.
So the girls enter, and this is right after the elimination. Who went home last week, by the way?
No one.
Do you remember? No one went home? Oh, yeah, because that's why Sam is just over it. She's just sitting here like,
bitter.
Bitch, I wish somebody would have went home.
She can't even hide her feelings on her face, girl. And I know that bitch ain't got no Botox yet.
Right. And then after that, on top of her, obviously not hiding her emotions, Jules is just sitting on the side like, bitch, I'm just glad I didn't go home.
Oh, right. Right.
I feel like she'd be very, that's how I would be. I'd just be like, listen, I'm glad I'm here. Glad I'm safe. Now it's time to cut the chase.
Yep.
Throw some pearls down and get to the top 4.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, that's really all that happens in the first day. Because, that's technically like the first.
It's the end
of the day.
Yeah, it's the end of the last week's episode. Yes.
Yeah. So now it goes to like a new day. And the one thing that I clocked is right away was everybody was wearing cowboy hats except for Jules. And I was like, did they not tell Jules? Like, what is going on here? Are they just assuming that Jules ain't going to make it to the finale? So she's like, fuck them.
I don't don't know we actually should have asked this. We should have sent a message to them and be like, "Why didn't you have a cowboy hat?" Maybe
I
we
know.
did it on her hair because she's got huge hair, girl.
It's full of secrets.
It's full of secrets and semen. But
Oh my God, not the semen, the leche.
La leche.
But yeah, the next day, everyone's wearing hats, and then RuPaul comes in and is saying that at this point, it's anyone's game, and at least one person will go home this episode.
Gag,
So,
girl.
gag. Like, what do you think of that?
If she came out and said at least one person is going to be going home, I would be shitting myself. Like,
well, to be honest, like for me, I probably wouldn't be as surprised because if you look at the past episode or the past seasons, anytime they do a double save or something, they always do a double send home the next episode.
girl, I don't know if they were planning on doing that and they just didn't, or what. But
yeah,
that had those girls shake. Their face were cracked.
I know. They were like, at least.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so after that, it goes straight into the Maxi challenge, and RuPaul just comes out and he announces that this is the RuPaul's Drag Race Live challenge, and the contestants need to make an attention-grabbing publicity, photos, and a video.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And they also have to do an interview with Latrice, which I'm so excited. I was so excited when they said Latrice because, you know, Latrice is going to get down to the nitty gritty, honey.
Yes, bitch. She don't fuck around.
I know. She's seasoned and she's about to let these little children have it. And they also have to perform a world debut of Gift Shop, which is the new addition to the RuPaul's Drag Race live show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I thought that was really exciting to hear. But yeah, right after that, it just literally goes straight into the challenge.
Yeah. Let's go over the photo shoot. The photo shoot, I thought for the most part, the girls looked pretty good. Most of them. Let's start with Jules. Jules, I thought looked absolutely gorgeous. The only thing about this outfit that I don't like is she wears this a lot post show.
Yeah.
And it's this little bralette that's fully rhinestone and it's like coned and it doesn't have anything in it.
It doesn't have the structure.
Right. So it like collapses and so it looks very strange. I really wish she would stuff that because it's made for someone with breasts or a breast cup and she doesn't wear any of that with it. So I'm like, girl, like put
something in there, bitch. Even if it's like a sock or something.
Yeah, it looked like a titty that a baby has like sucked all the milk out of, honey.
Literally, she had deflated, bitch.
Deflated, bitch.
But Jules is taking great feedback from Ru. Like Ru is telling her things to do and how to act and stuff. And RuPaul, honestly, I felt like RuPaul vibed with Jules the most out of all the girls for this challenge.
Girl, she was anything that RuPaul said. Jules had a funny comeback and had RuPaul cackling, and
RuPaul loves that.
When RuPaul is laughing, you're doing it right.
Yep.
You're doing it right.
Yep. And so then all that happens, and then the men come in.
Oh,
and she gets surrounded by all these like hot, beautiful men, and she's like, "Girl, I've done this. This brings back memories. I feel like I've done this before."
Yes, honey.
RuPaul was laughing the whole time. I thought it was cute.
Yes, mother like daughter, daughter like mother, daughter like mother.
When she got on her knees, yes. When she got on her knees, I said, "Oh, girl, this is about to be a bukkake."
Girl, she learned that from you. She didn't learn that from me, honey.
She did, honey. The glory hole days.
Yeah,
that's how I met Jules.
Oh, ew.
I'm just kidding, you bitch.
Initiation?
Yes, honey. We had to whip her into submission, honey.
Ew. I don't want to think about that. Gross. Next up, we have Anya, and because the whole entire look is black and it's got feathers and big hair and the garment is kind of big, you lose the silhouette in this. It's kind of hard to tell the difference between the hair and the feathers and the
Well,
gold.
it's very much like how Corey King's big black dress was with the big
Yeah,
curly hair. Like
yeah,
you're saying, it's just getting lost in all the lines and symmetry of everything.
yeah. So I don't love the look, but other than that, she did make Rue laugh. And one thing about Anya is she has an electrifying smile. So
Yes.
I was really interested to see what the promo was going to look like after they get done with it because she has a great smile.
Yeah. What did you think of the dress? You just thought that the line, like it just got swallowed whole. Or did you
Yeah,
like the dress
I
itself or what?
no, I didn't. I didn't like because you couldn't really tell what it was. It
Yeah.
like it all just kind of blended together. So I didn't like the look. I didn't like
Yeah.
the look. Um,
It did give Vegas though for me with all the feathers because when I think of Vegas, I think of feathers and stuff. But like you said, it just she got lost
yeah,
in the lines.
lost in the sauce.
Yes.
After Anya, we have Sam, and Sam looks absolutely stunning in this nude and pink. And with the stars everywhere, it's within theme, the stars everywhere, this hair stacked to the gods. She looks like a Vegas star.
Well, you know, this dress is actually a dress that I made with Ethan for my prelim for Palmetto State EOY when I was reigning National Entertainer of the Year.
Uh
And
huh.
it's so funny to see this because I actually crowned Sam in this dress for the
Oh
prelim.
my God, you did because Sam won that prelim.
Yes, she won the prelim, and I was wearing that dress. So to see it like reversed and her wearing the dress, obviously the wig was the glitter bomb wigs. So to see everything like in its glory, and bitch, RuPaul fucking touched that dress. The
Yeah.
DNA was on the dress. I was like,
Uh huh.
I want a refund back on that dress, Sam.
Yes,
Because
yes,
she had bought it, but I was like thinking, I want it back now. RuPaul
yes.
touched it.
Well, this episode is very, very our closet heavy. We're gonna mention all of the doodads and things that they pulled and plucked from our closets, but this is definitely one of yours. But
Yeah, and you
Sam
can tell it's very
looked
on brand. Like you know
gorgeous,
me.
though. Yeah, but Sam looked gorgeous. It fit her theme
It
of
did.
Sam Star in Vegas.
That's immediately what I thought too when she was asking to go through my closet. She said, I need something for, because, you know, initially everybody thinks top 4 finale for Eleganza.
Yeah.
And so they thought that they were going to have to do that. So she wanted something to match her brand. And I said, well, I made a dress with stars. It's her brand.
The only thing I will say about this section of the competition for Sam is, yes, she looked stunning, but because it was a gown and it had all the fabric, it
was
does
hard.
it does limit you, and also she seemed too focused.
She
There
did.
was
She
no
was too
funny.
prim and proper, trying to be like perfect, like
Yeah,
when she was in the first episodes. And it's like, Mary, you got to let go.
yeah,
You got to be funny. You got to, you know, grab their pee-pees, honey, squeeze their nipples, smile.
with consent, with consent.
Listen, they were all over her. So you know what? Consent.
But she did look absolutely stunning. I mean, there was no denying that. No denying.
Yeah, she looked incredible.
After Sam, we have Susie. And Susie, what I was confused by this look because I don't get Vegas from this
I
at
didn't either.
all. I thought the outfit was basic. I didn't think it was Vegas. Also, while she's doing like the photo shoot, she seems a little unsure of herself. Like, I don't know if this is like in her wheelhouse. But
Well, you know, to me, what really stood out for me was when you take and you dissect what all 4, is it all 4 or 5? All 5? All 5 of the girls are wearing. She didn't look like she was wearing garments that looked like you should be top 4.
mm,
You know what I mean? Like everybody else was wearing big grand garments and like this is it. This is your moment for a photo shoot and you show up in this.
yeah, I was confused by that too. I mean, it is very Susie. The concept is very Susie,
But we want to see Susie on steroids.
we want to see Susie in Vegas.
That's what I mean.
And
Big.
this didn't seem like a Vegas show outfit.
This look kind of gave me, well, this is what I have left in my closet, so let's wear it.
Yeah, I mean, and may very well might have been.
Might have been, bitch.
Might have been, bitch. Up next, we have Lexi, and I thought that Lexi's dress looked gorgeous. She was a little awkward at first, But then she got into it when the boys came out, and then it like started to come together a little bit more. But I thought the dress was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it honestly looked like something that was inspired by Schiaparelli. You know, when Schiaparelli did that dress with the big wings, I actually did a dress like that a couple years ago. You were at my house when I did the photo
Yeah,
shoot. You
yeah,
remember?
yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, that looks very Schiaparelli inspired." For me, the dress was pretty, but I didn't like the sides. It looked like a floppy, like soft dick. It just it didn't look good, honey. But I did like the dress. The hair was incredible.
Yeah.
Like she literally looked like she was like made of like adamantium or metal or something. Like she was just giving that.
What did
Like
you
it was
call
fierce.
her?
Yes. But I love the look. It was just the side things that were droopy or whatever. I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah. Well, out of the photo shoot, who do you think did the best?
I thought, I'll just give you an order. I thought Jules was the best, and then it was Sam, and then it was Anya.
So I thought Jules was hands down the best in the photo shoot. I also thought that Anya did pretty good. I thought Sam looked incredible. Sam probably looked the best. But out of making RuPaul laugh and following through with the prompts, I think Jules was consistently the best.
Yeah, for sure.
The weakest. Who was your weakest?
The weakest for me was Susie.
Hands down. Yeah, there was nobody else. Everybody else did pretty decent. But Susie was just a little awkward, and the outfit just didn't fit Vegas.
Yeah, I felt bad because I was like, she don't look like she's comfortable.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Well, let's move on into the interview portion with Latrice.
Yeah, so for me, starting with Sam, I thought Sam just gave me seasoned queen. Like she gave me somebody that was good on the microphone. She's good at people. She like for me, it was the most fluid interview. She was quick on her toes. You could tell Latrice was genuinely vibing with her because when she started singing the Jesus is a Biscuit song, it was like, I don't know, it just seemed pretty genuine and not overthought.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So I liked it.
I already know the fans are going to be like, "Oh, you're so biased. Oh my God, you're so biased. This episode, you're
Well, you
so
know what, bitch?
biased."
No, listen, bitch. There is only 5 girls left, so it's kind of
Two
hard
of them
not
are
to
ours,
see.
okay? And 2 of them are ours. So we are critiquing these bitches based off of overall what they do. And if you think that we're being biased, okay, fine. We're being biased. I don't care anymore. Girl,
At this
hate us.
point, like I said, we're down to the wire. What'd you say?
I said, hate us. But
Sue me, bitch.
sue me. But Sam did great. I thought her connection to Latrice was like natural. It was good. She looked incredible. This suit that she's wearing, I wore during press week for All Star 7. Shout out to Jeffrey Kelly who made that suit for me.
Yes.
And so it looks really great on her.
Sometimes I feel like I want to see Sam like in a different element just to switch it up. But does she
that
look
is
bad? Absolutely
her.
not.
Like I know people say, "Oh, she's cosplaying me or she's cosplaying you," and yeah, like a lot of her runways have been ours. But that is
still Sam.
Sam is a pageant queen. She is just like us, and that's her drag. And like,
No, I totally agree.
We'll talk about her runway because I made her runway this episode, and we'll talk more about that too.
That was fucking sickening.
She's old school pageant. That's what she is. So
I love it. I think what it is Ethan said they can't handle it.
They can't handle it.
And that's that.
I think what it is that the fans, because she's so young, want her to be in a bust down wig and a little panty and bra set. That's what they want from her, and that's never gonna happen. That's not her.
I want to see her in one.
Yeah, it's not her.
Just so I can say I'm better than her.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
But that's not her. She's always going to be, well, at least until she evolves as a character. As of right now, she's going to be in those sculpted pieces.
She looks incredible. I'm just saying sometimes everything is so big on her. But does she look flawless? Absolutely.
Yeah. Next up, we have Anya.
And for me, she seemed a little refrained in her interview. Like it seemed a little like, I don't want to say guarded because she really did get into like details about talking how she worked at, I think it was Smashburger as a cook.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was really interesting because like now seeing how she is as a person, I can see that like she has some life experience to her. Like
Yeah.
she has been around to where she knows how to vibe with all types of people
Yep.
and she knows how to make people feel good. I mean, honestly, I feel like if you're a cook and you're working in a restaurant, you have to be good with people.
Yep.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to see her speaking like that, she was good, but seemed a little refrained to where like kind of in her shell.
I kind of got that vibe from her, Susie, and sometimes Lexi this whole
Yeah.
episode. It was very strange that, and not all of the time, because like in, and we'll get there too, Anya's promo video, she really shined with her
Yeah, she
personality.
turned it.
But in this interview, she went really deep, but like it was very like, I don't know, solemn. I don't know.
Solemn is the word.
Yeah, okay. And it just was, it was very low energy, and not that she did bad. I just wanted her to kiki more.
Yeah, because that's what she does. She's so good at that. But
She's really
maybe she was a little intimidated by such a seasoned queen like Latrice.
Yeah.
But you know, Latrice is such a good um, person at making people feel loved in the room
Comfortable. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she came to EOY that and she was just so like nice to everybody, grateful and gracious. And I think that's why she is hosting this because she has done so well with people. So I don't think there should be any reason to feel uncomfortable. But you know, she still did good. I didn't like her outfit though.
Oh, I liked her outfit. I hated the hair.
That's probably what it was. The hair to me just looked like a bust down wig that was not brushed and just I feel
You
like
mean
it
busted
needed.
down wig, bitch. That wig was.
I think that's yeah. Is that what you mean when you say it?
I don't know what bust down wig. I think bust
I
down.
don't know. You said
I
about
thought
Sam. You're
bust
like I
down
think
is like when it's like long and straight.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it was long and straight. It just was
It wasn't.
kind of
Was it
frizzy.
straight? I don't think it was
It
straight.
was kind of like wavy, almost straight.
She needed to have been thrown away. Is what that.
She did, bitch.
She
Burn
needed
it.
a conditioner, or she needed some TLC, bitch.
She did. She
Okay.
needed some oil-free
She needed to go
spray
chase the
shine.
waterfalls, bitch, because it was dry. Okay.
Yes, bitch.
But oh, with her over interview, I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was bad. Yeah.
No, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Next we have Susie. And what do you think of Susie's?
So I love Susie's hair and outfit. I really like this. It is very Susie. The outfit is kind of 80s-ish, which I live for the vintage, and like the fit of it looked really nice. For an interview, it was cute. It was like a little like a suit dress.
Yeah, she looked good.
Yeah, and I liked the hair for her. It was a little different, but it was
But
still
it was still her brand.
still her brand. But she needed bigger earrings. She needed like a bigger button earring because that little bitty pearl earring looked like something from Claire's, bitch.
Stop.
Girl, it did.
Not that.
The interview though, I found a little boring.
Me too. That's literally what I wrote. Meh, bored.
Yeah, I wanted more from her. I feel like Susie is a little too cerebral at times, where she, I don't know, thinks too hard. Like
Yeah.
we want some fun, honey.
Well, I do like that when she said the whole pageant answer, and Latrice was like, "Cut the shit. This is a pageant answer. Tell me the tea, bitch."
Yeah, see, that's what we
Like,
want.
I see right
That
through you.
we want some like stupid shit, or like, girl, come for it. But
Yeah.
I thought it was a little boring.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me too.
yeah.
Next up, we have Lexi, and for me, this was probably one of the most intense conversations
Very.
that was out of everybody. I did love it though. I loved everything she had to say. It showed a lot of humility. It was very humbling. It was relatable, and it showed that she's a strong person. And I think that that's what makes a drag superstar is you have to be relatable so that you can inspire others to feel like they can do what you're doing. you
Yeah.
know?
I
Um,
absolutely loved her look and the hair. One thing about Lexi is she's not afraid to be fully transparent
right. That's
and
what
to be fully raw. And to be honest, I can't remember not one single queen who has been this raw on TV.
I think the last time that I can think of was with Katya.
Maybe, but I don't even feel like Katya went there
She
like
didn't go that deep.
Lexi just literally will be fully like balls to the wall, like this is me.
Yeah.
This
It's
is
very
what I've
that.
been
This
through.
is me.
Yeah, and you know, this is why I am the way I am, and it's very refreshing because we see a lot of Lexis in our industry, like people that have been through hardships and that are honest about it, but not always portrayed
Stupid
portrayed
bitch.
on TV, and it's
Well, also the people that have been through those things like her aren't always happy go lucky, like, gone with the wind, like here I am. Most of the people are bitter.
yeah.
So
Well, I'm
she's
sure she's
definitely
probably had
trying.
to work a lot at this. I'm sure she's had to really work a lot because when you go through the things that she's been through, it makes you very, very insecure. And you could tell that she's insecure, but you can also tell that she has worked at this and is in a good place. I mean, I
Yeah.
think she has a lot of work left to do personally, just for her own self. But I feel like she came across really well in this.
Yeah, she did. Like I said, it was one of my favorite conversations. And then the next interview is Jules Sparkles. And this one was one of the funniest
It was
because they asked her
a kiki bitch.
what she wanted to do in 5 years, and she had crickets.
Crickets, bitch. I this made me like have like that pit in my stomach because I was like, oh girl, she like they stumped her. And
I
like
laughed
in a
because I know how she's thinking. She's like, fuck, they got me, gal.
in a pageant though, if you do that in an interview, girl,
You lost.
it's over, sweetie.
And I'm surprised that she did that because
Yeah,
she did Miss Renaissance and she walked into that interview and she owned it.
yeah, I think she just wasn't expecting that because she was having a kiki with Latrice, and then all of a sudden, they asked her this question, and it just stumped her.
But it was very, very what's the word? Humbling, but also relatable.
Yeah, I
Because I'm
do
sure a
think.
lot of
Go ahead.
sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say a lot of queens have that main goal to get on Drag Race, but they're not thinking of, okay, there's more steps than one. You have to get
Yeah,
on Drag Race, but then what do you do to make something out of that platform? Are you
right.
going to go out and you're going to do music? Are you going to become a seamstress? And whatever you want to do, you have to have a plan.
Yeah,
And they got her right together.
yeah. I do think that overall she had really good energy, and she was fun in this interview
Yeah,
until that moment.
yeah, I
What
thought it was
did she
great.
have on?
She was wearing, honestly, I think it was the sportswear look that you let her wear for her audition tape, if I'm not mistaken. It's like the pink and blue.
Oh, right. Yes. So that outfit, it was like the pink and blue outfit I had made while
And
I
then
was
she's wearing a glitter bomb wig's hair too.
in Spain. I was
You
with
made that in Spain?
I didn't make it. I had it made in Spain. I was with Miss Cracker, and I forgot my meet and greet outfit. And luckily, the girls there were like, "Oh, here's our seamstress that makes all of our stuff," and they whipped that shit together in one day. And I wore it for the meet and greet there. And then after,
It's so cute.
when I got back, I gave it to Jules just because she, girl, she needed
She
some
needed some
drag.
drag.
She needed
Yeah,
some drag, bitch.
she did. We both gave her stuff because we were like, well, if she's going to be getting on the show or she's going to be doing anything,
Well, this
they're
was
going to.
before. Yeah, this was before.
Yeah.
The show. Who do you think had the best interview and who was your least favorite?
Best interview for me, I'll just give it in order. It was Sam, Jules, Lexi, and then Anya.
My
Worst. Go
my,
ahead. Sorry.
my best interview was Sam, for sure.
Yeah. Who was your worst?
Susie.
Mine too.
I just thought it was like low energy and was boring.
Yeah. And she was just giving very like pageant answers.
Yeah.
It didn't seem genuine.
Yeah.
But yeah, that concludes the interviews portion. I feel like we're hosting a pageant right now.
Yes, yes, we are. And up next we
I
have
honestly feel like we would slay hosting a pageant together.
we would. Have we
Yes.
not hosted a pageant?
No, we've never hosted something together.
Oh, well, I would read you down.
Bitch, I would read you in that fucking shitty pussycat wig, honey.
Bitch, this wig is fierce, and you can't take it. You can't take it.
No,
Sweetie.
as soon as I said that, you went.
You can't. Mm, you
I'm
can't.
just joking, you bitch. I would never let you go on the show and wear something bad.
I would let you.
No, you wouldn't, because you like. I had bad eyeliner last week, and you were like, "I already know you. If I don't tell you, you are gonna read me for filth."
You're right. You're right. And girl, guess what? We had to take a 14-minute break so you could go fix your damn eyeliner, bitch. You couldn't fix it, so you threw some glitter on it.
I know. You turned it though. You were like, "Throw some glitter on it."
But it looked good though.
Yeah, it was.
You ended up going good. But okay, so RuPaul comes out. Let's go to RuPaul's Drag Race Instagram and check out what RuPaul has on today. So RuPaul comes out on the runway and she is in this silver ombre to gold, it looks like long sequin dress, and it's not my favorite. I must admit, I do like the fact that she's cinched and you can see her shape in this. It just doesn't do much for me. It seems like, yeah, it just doesn't do much for me. I'm not loving the hair. Her makeup looks gorgeous as always. It's not the worst I've seen, so I'm gonna say hit it and quit it.
For me, I loved the fact that they used a clear belt to cinch the sequin.
Oh,
That is honestly, I would have never thought to use a clear belt. I've ordered fabric like this and made dresses, and I've always figured, I'm like, well, how the fuck do you get the sequin to give you shape?
yeah.
You know? So that was one thing that I was like intrigued by. But I didn't think it was bad.
Okay, well, good.
Yeah, I liked it. I'm not going to say a great pussy, but I will say good pussy.
Then we have Michelle in this, it looks like a antiqued gold metallic rouge dress. And then her hair is teased out. I don't love this either. I don't love the dress. I don't love the teased out hair. I think her forehead looks like a
It's giving more head.
watermelon. I don't love it. I don't love it. I do not love it. I do not love it. Is her makeup right? As always, yes. Is it the worst thing I've ever seen? Again, no. So I'm gonna say hit it and quit it.
Yeah, for me, it was a hit and quit it as well. I mean, looking at it in the full look, because, you know, most of the time you only get to see her behind the counter.
Right.
But looking at this, I feel like the proportions is just too off. Like the hair is way too big compared. I mean, the shoulders should match some hips, and so should that wig.
Girl.
Just kidding.
She's not
But
proportionizing.
she's not proportionizing. For me, it's not horrible. It's just, I don't know. Something's not clicking here. It's not clicking.
It's not horrible, but it's not
clicking.
whore, okay? We need whore.
We do. We need more whore. So that concludes the judging for Michelle and RuPaul. So let's move over. Do you want to go to the runways?
The performance.
Oh, the performance. Okay. So in this challenge, it's the performance for the new song. Do you remember the name of it?
Gift shop.
Gift shop for the new Drag Race Live Vegas show that's coming out soon. Tell us what you think of the performances.
Yeah. So first up, I'm gonna talk in order of Sam, Jules, Anya, Susie, Lexi. So Sam, I thought Sam's stage presence was amazing. Sam has an electrifying smile, and so she's very stage ready. She's also very good at choreography, and
she's in her element. She's a showgirl.
Yes. I thought production-wise, she was the standout. She knew all her words, and she looked phenomenal. One thing I'm interested to know, and I should have asked the girls, some of the girls were lip-syncing all of the words, and then some of the girls were not lip-syncing all the words. And Sam,
I was like, they don't know the words.
Yeah, so Sam was lip-syncing all her words. Next up, we have Jules. Jules looked gorgeous. I felt like Jules needed a little bit more energy.
I was thinking that.
I'm like, girl, you're young. This is a fun song. It's an upbeat song. Little girl,
And she's a performer. She works in clubs.
Yeah.
What is going on, Carol Ann?
Vegas, bitch. This is Vegas.
Yeah.
But I thought it was good overall. That she hit all the choreography. But she was one of the girls that did not lip sync some of the words, and I was like,
right.
Was this on purpose or?
And normally,
yeah,
they would clock it and say you didn't know your words, but for some reason in this episode, they didn't bring that up.
Yeah, but they didn't bring it up for anybody. So I'm like,
right, that's what I'm
wondering if they weren't. I just don't know. I'm confused. Up next
in a pageant world, though,
girl, clock.
They would have been like, if you're not going to sing the words, then nobody needs to sing the words.
Yeah, clocked. Yeah. Next we have Anya, and girl, I thought Anya was lacking major energy on stage. I didn't think she was having good stage presence. I thought she looked nervous. She was missing words. I did not think she did good. I thought she was one of the worst ones in this performance.
Yeah.
And I was shocked when the judges were like, "Oh, you were amazing." I was like, "Girl, are we watching the same thing?
Are we in the Twilight Zone? Is there a multiverse of Drag Race?"
And the thing is, I live for Anya, but like, I'm gonna be honest. It just was not. It was not there for me for this.
Yeah.
At all. After Anya, we have Susie, and another one lacked energy and missed her words. I'm like,
Susie. Oh yes,
girl. What is happening?
Yeah.
What is happening?
I don't know. This is not top 5.
Girl, I was
top 5. I'm wanting top of the line performance.
Yeah, I'm like, this is your audition to go to Vegas
and to also travel the world as America's drag superstar.
And you're missing all these words, and it's like several.
Like, what are we gonna get in the Lollapalooza, bitch?
Yeah. Now, the next person that did a great job, Lexi. She looked great. She did great.
Well, she's a playmate.
She knew all her words
every single weekend.
Her and Sam were the only two that knew all their words.
Yep. And she did a great, phenomenal choreography. You can tell that these two girls are showgirls. They work every weekend in the club, and they have to learn new music to stay, relevant.
Yeah. Who do you think had the best performance?
For me, Sam.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Same. And who was your least?
Probably Susie.
Same. Yeah. This was not.
I was torn between Susie and Anya, and I had to choose Susie.
Same. I feel like this just wasn't Susie's element. This wasn't her episode.
Yeah.
She's done so well in the competition, but this just wasn't it for her. Let's go over the runways.
Yeah, so the category is not opulent.
Opulent outerwear.
Oh my God, I'm such a stupid bitch. Okay.
I agree.
You cunt.
Yeah.
We're going to get canceled on YouTube for saying all these bad words.
Welcome to drag.
Right. Okay, so the runways. Let's go to these runways. Okay. Silence. So we're going to get straight to these runways. The category is opulent outerwear.
Uh-huh.
So when we think of opulent outerwear, what do you think of? Before we get to them, what do you think of?
Rich, extravagant, luxe, opulence, and outerwear.
You earn everything.
Yeah, outerwear is definitely like a big coat, a cape, a something that would keep you warm.
Like a rich woman that would just be getting out of the limo, heading somewhere.
Yeah,
just like
could
a
even
red
be a
carpet.
wrap. It's anything that would keep you warm, and an accessory to keep you warm when you're outside.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So with that being said, let's start off with Jewels Sparkles.
Yep.
And I was living.
Girl.
I was living.
Absolutely freaking stunning, bitch.
Fucking incredible. Like when she walked out, you could tell she was feeling her oats. she's in a Glitter Bomb Wigs hairpiece.
Mm-hmm.
And she's also in a gown. This was actually the gown that I made with Ethan for my very first promo as National Entertainer of the Year. And it's crazy because when these girls got on the show, they got on at the right time because my whole closet had at least 20 gowns from
Bro,
different
you were full to the brim, bitch. It was time to purge anyway, sweetie.
Yeah. So this was a very powerful moment for me to see because obviously this is top 5 getting you into top 4 material, and she's wearing something that was so special to me, and to see her wearing this, it was amazing. And then tell them about the coat, because I know we were talking about that.
Yeah, so first of all, the gown. I absolutely love this gown. It's one of my favorite gowns of yours. I love that the fabric is so freaking sheer. And
Which she wasn't wearing a panty.
Wasn't wearing the panty.
And what's crazy is if you look at I'll attach the promo next to us while we're talking. That came with a panty. It was a clear rhinestone panty. So where was it?
Girl, she was having sex with the pit crew and forgot to put it back on, bitch.
Yes.
That's how she won the episode, bitch.
She's like,
yeah. Yep. She got balls on her head. She had balls in her mouth.
Balls on her back.
Yeah. But the gown was it's just a stunning gown. The fit, all of it, just absolutely beautiful. And then when she told me that was the dress she was going to wear and that she needed an outerwear for this, I'm going to say something. And I'm going to have to call my granddaughter out. Because in this episode, she said that her and I both made this together. And girl, that is just simply not true.
I was gagged.
I was gagged. I was like, this little
girl,
credit?
Girl, bitch, this whole look was made by your drag family,
girl,
not by you and Trinity. No, ma'am. This was a sponsorship from the Dynasty and Sparkles Dynasty.
Girl, hello. You and Ethan had made the gown, and then I had made this coat. So the story with this coat is...
And the hair.
Oh, yeah, and the hair. Well, girl, the whole thing. Everything. We birthed her out of your anus.
That part.
So the coat is actually a white faux fur coat.
Yes. Tell them how you made it, because the way you told me this was so interesting.
So I made it for the Christmas tour, the Murray and Peter Christmas tour years ago, about 5 years ago. And it didn't have a lining or anything like that, but it was a huge faux fur coat. And when I remember when I was sewing the sleeves on this thing, the fabric was so thick, I couldn't get it through my sewing machine good enough. So while I was there on tour, I took hot glue and hot glued the seams together so it would stay together, because I was like, this is going to fall apart on me while I'm wearing it on the stage. Anyway, so I did that and it worked.
You went straight back to your roots as the hot glue queen.
Oh, hello? And girl, guess what? Couldn't clock it.
I said hot glue clean. Hot glue queen.
But so when she needed a coat to go with your outfit, because it was so grand and like crisp looking, I was like, white. We have to do white. So I had this coat. We went to this fabric store called the Sewing Studio. I bought this lining fabric. I lined the entire coat. And then to make it look like the entire thing was just feathers, I took, because she wore...
I was going to say,
She had on... So what she helped me with is she wore the coat while I meticulously hot glued each of these fucking feathers.
Bitch, why didn't you fucking put that shit on a mannequin, you stupid whore?
Because I wanted it to lay exactly how it was going to lay on her.
No, you just being picky.
No.
You being Trinity.
No, because I needed... A mannequin doesn't have the arms that go up, because we had to put feathers everywhere.
Put a fucking rod in it.
No.
Put a rod on the shoulders.
No, and I made her ass...
It would be like...
in there. And she stood in front of the mirror and looked at herself while I did all the work. And then she claimed half of it. That
she did.
Little rotted bitch.
I know. We love you. Congratulations on making top 4.
So good. We're so proud.
Love your hair. Hope you win.
But this is a great pussy bitch.
Yeah, it was great. The only thing that clocked me, or that I clocked, was when she walked. There's 2 things. She wasn't wearing a panty.
Yeah.
And when she was walking, it was kind of buckling around the armpit area. And it was because obviously it was made for me, and she's a skinny bitch.
Yeah, she is a toothpick bitch.
Yeah, but it still looked great on her.
Yeah.
Great
We'll
pussy.
give it. Great pussy.
Great pussy. Yeah. Next up, we have Lexi Love, and she is in this big ass coat that is quilted. She's in a 2-piece silver outfit with some pigtails. And my initial thought when I first watched it, I didn't know what to think of it. Because I was like, I don't know if this is opulent outerwear. Like, would you wear this to go out, like in the cold with a big ass coat?
I love the color of it. I just thought it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a little too poofy because it was like almost like the hood thing or collar thing.
Well, you know what it's supposed to be after, right?
What?
It's supposed to be after Bella. Is Gigi Hadid when she wore that big red coat on
Oh
the
no, baby.
red
No,
carpet.
baby. No, baby. This is no. If that don't tell nobody.
I'm telling you though, this was supposed to,
Is that
Crystal
what she,
Envy.
is that what she said?
No. When Crystal Envy came out with the coat and she said that it was supposed to be inspired by Bella,
Yeah.
it didn't look nothing like it. This looks closer to the jacket.
No, there's no
You're like,
comparison.
no.
This looks like if that is what you're doing, if that is what she did, girl, no.
It looks just like it.
Nope. Nope.
Listen, it ain't as good,
Girl,
but I'm saying
when you go to the dollar store and you get fake roses, and then you go to
she's
Hobby
calling the
Lobby,
dollar
you get
store.
the realistic fake
Lexi,
roses.
Lexi's fans send Trinity hate. She's telling her that she's
Girl,
dollar
I can
store.
only go off of what I see. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if that is what she did, it did not do what she thought it did. Now, that being said, I still don't like this regardless. I don't like it. It's not terrible. I just don't like it. I don't like it.
I think it's like pick one or the other, like wear the coat or wear the outfit underneath. But it just looked like two things that weren't meeting for me, and I think that's what it was.
That also, I feel like I've seen Lexi in this same kind of like the underneath costume a lot. Like
Yeah,
something, not necessarily exactly like it, but like she does a lot of this, like this kind of outfit.
yeah, it's very her brand.
I want a little bit of more diversity.
Yeah, more just grandness.
Yeah, with
like
opulent.
more drag,
I
like you
just
said a
feel
couple
like
episodes ago.
It's not opulent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you give it?
I'm gonna say, because it's not bad, it's just not great. I'm gonna say hit it and quit it.
I was gonna say hit it and quit it too, because I don't think it's bad either.
Yeah.
Next up, we have On Your Nerve, and I'll be honest, because we do this podcast a couple of days after, I get a chance to watch other reviews and stuff, and a lot of people had mixed reviews about this.
Really?
I loved it.
Girl,
I thought it was fucking sickening, bitch.
What reviews said they didn't like it?
They said that they didn't like the big earrings. They thought the whole costume kind of swallowed her. But for me, this gave like like some like those old grand dame ladies that are just like the tribal ladies that everybody looks up to, like they're a queen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like a
And
queen.
yeah, like they have the most extravagant, grand shit because everybody kind of gifts it to her, or she, whatever the case. I don't know the story, but that's the story that I'm reading when I saw this, and I live for it. I thought the earrings were fucking sickening. I loved the 3D
drag.
It's drag.
This is
drag at its finest.
Drag. I loved it. The only thing that I clocked that I did not love was the fact that the pants were too short. If you're gonna wear a big, wide pant, it should touch almost the floor.
Yeah, and honestly, I didn't even clock that because I was so mesmerized by everything else in this.
Yeah.
But yes, now that you're saying that, but I still am going to give this a great pussy.
Oh, great pussy. It is a great pussy. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Next up, we have Sam Storr, and she is in a gown that, is this the gown that you and Ethan made?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, so you brought this for EOY weekend when I was giving up my title, and Ethan hand sewed a lot of the stuff with it, and then I guess you embellished. I don't know the story. Tell him.
So so this gown, I made the gown, but when I was getting ready for your give up, I still had left to do the zipper, and I think maybe the lining. Ethan would
Okay.
probably remember. But anyway, Ethan helped me tremendously by adding this zipper and I believe the lining as well because, girl, I just did not have time. Also, couldn't figure it out because I'd never sewn this rhinestone fabric before.
Yeah, it's
And
scary.
when we got done with it, I didn't end up wearing it for your give up because I just didn't have time to finish it. But when I finally finished it, it turned out so sickening.
Yeah.
So when she needed something opulent, she wanted to go the direction of like very her old school pageant. So I was like, well, I have this gown, this jewelry. And then this was one of the outfits that I had to make literally in a day to fly to her.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yes. So in one day, because I didn't have time in between what I had going on, I sewed this cape and
The
embellished the
cape is
cape.
fucking incredible.
Girl, it took me girl, I was up till 3 AM doing this coat, packed it, and then went to the airport. I didn't even sleep.
No sleep,
None.
another club,
Yeah.
no sleep.
Yeah.
That's bitch, that's your life.
Girl. But it looks great. I can agree with the judges saying that it's old school, but at the same time, girl, that's
That's
a drag.
Sam.
That's a drag. She's a
Yeah,
pageant girl.
I will say I didn't like the hair with it. And I can say that. I can say it because I styled the hair. I didn't
Oh,
really
with the
care for
hair?
it. You don't have the picture in front of you?
No.
Oh. It's like the Pamela Anderson like
Oh
half hair.
yeah. You know what? You're right. I think she could have done something more opulent. I love the hair.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's just to me it was like two different things.
You
Two
know what
different
I would have
stories.
done? I would have
What?
wore this hair for the interview and the interview hair with this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Down.
Because
Yeah.
I felt like the interview hair was a little bit more opulent.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is a little bit more casual. Just a
I
little.
will say, bitch, this coat, I don't know if you had drawn inspiration from something or if you just pulled it out of your ass, but I've never seen a coat like this before.
No, I just made actually. It's very similar to remember that green coat or cape that I made you for your ELY gown the first year.
I already know what you're gonna say. It's nothing like this.
But I'm saying it's the construction of the top part of it where it goes around your shoulder.
Yeah, but this one I feel like is way better.
Well, I have sewn a lot more since then too.
Yeah, I mean, I just like the drapery to it. There's something about this that's interesting, and I really think that you need to start getting into fashion.
Well, now that I'm in LA, I actually am looking this upcoming week. I have a family emergency. I was supposed to work at Mickey's tomorrow, but I have a family emergency I have to go take care of tomorrow. And when I get back, I'm going to see some creative spaces in downtown LA close to the Fabric District.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna set up shop there and start taking lessons.
You should. I really think that you need to not only
I think we should start a business, bitch, where we start getting girls together for Drag Race.
Well, but I just think that you need to start thinking of other avenues besides drag.
Yeah. I mean,
you're so good at sewing.
And so are you.
Well, I don't need a compliment. I'm not fishing for it.
Well,
but thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, kid.
But yeah, anyways, great cape, great draping, beautiful look. Does she look like an old bitch? Yes.
And I love it. And I love it. Great pussy.
Great pussy. Next up, we have Susie Toots.
Susie Toots.
Susie Tootie. And I loved this look.
Girl, her best runway.
It was fucking sick,
girl,
bitch.
I was like, yes, Miss Susie, you put us all in our place, bitch.
Yes, this was definitely a Susie shoot.
Yes, it was fierce. It was fierce. I was like, yes, God, honey, sweetie.
It was everything that I feel like opulent outerwear would scream.
Yeah.
And it was her brand. It was like Final Evolution, Susie. I really wish that she would have carried this Final Evolution energy throughout each category, because I feel like if she would have, she probably wouldn't have went home.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But
You know,
she didn't. But this is a great final
you said that.
point. A great
She didn't.
final exclamation point because she looks absolutely stunning. The only thing for this look that I would have preferred is her to have had a matching shoe to the garment. That's it.
Is it not red?
No, it's nude. And it's not bad. It's just I would have rather it match the garment.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even clock it. But I think it was because the shoe was so blended into her tights that it was so clean
No,
that I still am not mad at it.
bad. It's not bad. I just wanted a red shoe with this.
Yeah, it would have been nice. Like, I like the earrings too, now that we're spilling some tea. The earrings could have been more grand.
Yeah. Well, girl,
You know,
she loves a Claire earring, bitch.
she does. But you know us, honey, we want like dinner plates on our ears.
Girl, hello? Give us drag, sweetie, drag.
Listen, the children want to eat off the dinner plate. But yeah, so for me though, this was still a great pussy. I mean, there was nothing really to clock.
Yeah, it was fierce. Who was your best runway?
That concludes the runways. My best this was kind of hard.
Yeah.
Because there were so many good ones. My favorite was Anya's.
My favorite, because there's just like if you look on them side by side, if I wouldn't have known that there was not a panty supposed to be there, Jules to me was the cleanest.
Yeah,
she
wasn't.
The only reason why I'm saying that over Anya's is because Anya's pants are just too short, and that is one of my biggest pet peeves is when a gown or pants are too short. I just
see my biggest pet peeve is a panty. Like when Sam, like the last, I think it was the 2 episodes ago when she took the dress off, she wasn't wearing a panty, and I was like, I get this is like a short, like little thing, but you're still not wearing a panty, and for me, I would have been like,
yeah. Well, those are just details that girl only a seasoned queen would do.
And listen, if we were on the judges panel, we would have had completely different scores.
Oh, girl, completely, yeah. So I'm saying my favorite runway is Jules.
Yeah, mine was Anya. Who was your worst?
It has to be Lexi because everybody else was just like a great pussy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah. Let's go on to these promo videos.
Yeah, you can lead this because honestly, for me, it was kind of, I don't know, it kind of blended in.
Quick. So, Jules, hands down, with what she said in hers and how she looked and how she acted, was Vegas. It like she was talking about sparkling, and I'm like, girl, of course, glitz and glamour and riches.
And the feathers, the corsetry. Like, when you think of that, you think of Dita Von Teese and all these people that have done Vegas shows.
It was giving Vegas down. If I was watching that, I'd be like, yes, I want to go see this bitch. I want to go see what she's giving, honey. So I thought she did great. Up next, we have Lexi, and Lexi looked pretty good, but I felt like her outfit wasn't very Vegas. I don't know what it was. I liked it, but it didn't look Vegas. And she needed more energy. It was almost like she was reading from a teleprompter and trying to keep up with that versus giving some more personality, because it was just lacking that. But I did love her look. It just didn't give me Vegas.
Yeah.
Anya had tons of energy. I'm like, girl, where was this energy the rest of the night?
It was almost like, she knew she was being filmed, and she's like, turn it on.
Yeah, I mean, her smile, her charisma. I just thought it was just great. And it was very funny. She had some jokes too. After Anya, we have Sam. I thought it was cute. I thought she did great. I did think it was a little too hee-haw-ish. Although it was on brand, it was a little too hee-haw-ish. But I did like her outfit, although the feathers, it was very Vegas. But if I'm comparing to like Anya and Jules, this was not my favorite. But it was not bad. What did you think?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah. After Sam, we have...
Girl, for me, it's just, I'm sitting here like, it wasn't bad. Because I'm like, I don't even fucking remember. It just happened so quick. I was like...
Okay, all right, okay.
I'm surprised you didn't clock me because usually you're like, girl, did you even do your homework?
No, of course you didn't. Just writing down scores and cheating on mine,
Literally.
bitch. Just cheating on mine, bitch. After Sam, we have Susie and girl again, just needing more energy. It wasn't exciting enough for Vegas.
It wasn't.
Um,
And this
so
is the Susie one you said?
yes, Susie.
Yeah, girl, what the fuck was really going on? When
I don't know.
this is the one I do remember. And she was talking about being on a boat in the water and stuff. I'm like, are we girl, multiverse. Multiverse.
Girl,
Are we in the multiverse? Because I was like, girl, there is no water in Vegas.
multipath, multiverse.
That part, like maybe in the future when there's water everywhere, but not today.
Girl, well, let me tell you what. When her promo video was coming on, you could hear the judges, and they were like,
What the fuck is going on?
I was like, oh shit, damn.
Yeah, even when RuPaul's doing that, you're going home.
Oh, girl, bye. So see you later, bitch.
Tap dance
We'll see you
out.
in the audience watching the Vegas live show, bitch.
Yep.
And girl, when she said, I would not see that, I would not go to see that show, I gagged, bitch. I gagged.
I would have fell out.
Girl. So who was your best promo video?
Probably it was between Anya and Jules.
I said Anya. I just thought she was just so charismatic, and I agree with you. Jules was a very close second in that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then who was your least?
Least was Susie's.
To me, it was a tie between Lexi and Susie. I just felt like both of them were lacking,
Yeah.
lackluster.
For me, I just choose Susie because I'm like, girl, where are we?
Yeah, I don't think either of them knew. So after all of these subcategories, added, subtracted, divided, multiplied.
This episode was all over the place.
It really was. I felt like everybody was good in some and not good in others. Who was your winner?
My winner was Jules.
Yeah, Jules is the only one that I felt like was consistent across the board.
Yeah, she wasn't like, like you said, across the board.
Yeah. And then who was your bottom two?
Bottom two was Susie and Sam.
See, to me, the bottom two was Susie and Lexi. I thought Sam was by far superior to most of these girls in all the categories except for one.
Yeah. I just think because just watching the critiques that she got, I was like, oh, she's in the bottom.
No, I mean, yeah, listening to their critiques, but I didn't agree with the critiques. Like, I didn't agree with a lot of the critiques that they were giving some of the girls.
I just think now with the girl, what it is it's just they're gonna pick who they want to be in their top four.
That's all you want. But you know, that's what I think. I think that Jules won, and I thought that Lexi and Susie should have been in the bottom. But we find out that the actual winner is Jules, and the actual bottom two is Sam and Susie. They lip sync to Love Child by the Supremes, and Susie goes home. I thought this was a pretty good lip sync. I thought that both.
I thought it was pretty even.
Yeah, I thought they both did pretty good. The only thing I will say is that if you're gonna do a reveal, bitch, you better give us some energy after you take some shit off.
Yeah.
And when Susie took off the best part of her costume, which was the gown cover-up thing.
You're like, what's next?
I was just like, oh, she's gonna like give us some energy. She didn't really do that. It wasn't bad. It was good. But I felt like Sam emoted the song.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I clocked. I was like, girl, she's a showgirl. This is what she does, like we said, and she's going to thrive.
Yep. She gives us Supremes. Now, with all of this being said, let's break this down. The top four, we have Sam with 3 wins, 2 bottoms. Jules, 2 wins, 2 bottoms. We have Lexi, 2 wins, no bottoms. And then we have Anya, 4 wins, 1 bottom. Who do you think is going to win?
I don't know. I think honestly, I think it's going to be Jules.
Oh, you're switching it up now.
Just because she's been kind of like an underdog
Yeah.
And she hasn't gotten a lot of wins. And what she said on the episode where she was like, listen, the people that always get the most wins winds up winning.
Yeah.
And I started putting things together and seeing how the show is kind of like working with her and around her. And I don't know, just scenarios are fitting for her in her best favor. And she's done so good.
Yeah.
She should have won more challenges, to be quite frank.
I mean, I thought so too. I thought she
Like they edged her
Yeah.
the whole season.
Yeah.
And that's what she got.
I think this is also a hard one. I think that Anya is really shown through the whole season for the most part. I don't think this was a great episode for Anya. But for the most part, she's dominated. I mean, she has 4 wins.
It's definitely between her and Jules.
I think so too. I do think Sam has a chance and Lexi has a chance because they're both good performers. It really could go any way. It just depends on how they're doing the finale.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose just based off of the season, I would say Anya. But
I mean, I've been saying that the whole season.
But girl, I think Sam or Jules could win easily too.
To be honest, like let's be real between us girls. Just between me and you. I think that, to be honest, it could be between all 3 of them. I don't think Lexi has a chance.
It depends if she pulls out something like freaking Sasha Velour with some crazy,
Then yes,
trick.
possibly.
But
I better hang from the ceiling like a chandelier, bitch.
I do think, and this is not me being shady at all. Just my unbiased opinion. I think that Lexi had an opportunity to be in the bottom several times, like at least 3 times, and they saved her from the bottom. And depending on what they're asking of the girls for the finale, I don't know if she's going to live up to that. If we're talking about choreography, Sam has that on lock.
Oh, absolutely.
If we're talking about live vocals, Anya and Sam have that on lock. If we're talking about a lip sync, Jules has that.
It's really, like everything you're saying now is starting to just kind of sway me.
Well, it just depends. It depends on what the finale is. We don't know. We haven't seen it yet. So it's gonna be interesting to see. Hopefully, it's something different and new that they've done a twist and it's something different. But I would be happy with any of these girls winning because they all represent something different.
Yeah, definitely.
I would say we haven't had a Latina in a while.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be great if Jules wins. Obviously, I would love Sam to win. And then I think that Anya has really
proven herself more than enough.
Yeah. And then Lexi's story. Lexi's story would be so inspirational to people, like coming through all of that and then, reaching this ultimate goal.
It's just hard.
Yeah, how they've done through the whole season. Yeah, it's hard. Tell us below who you think is going to win the season. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment on each of our reviews to enter for a chance to win that merch package. And we will see you next week. Bye.